8, violent video captures a man robbed at gunpoint in West Hollywood in the middle of daytime.
Surveillance footage showing the suspects forcing that victim to the ground and snatching his jewelry before speeding off here. So KTLA's Jacqueline Sarkeesian is live in West Hollywood with what we know about these bold bandits. Hi there, Jacqueline.
Hi there, good morning to both of you. Very scary what took place in this neighborhood yesterday. We do know multiple items were taken from this man. We have surveillance video, so take a look at this right now. This happened around 5:45 last night here in West Hollywood in the 1100 block of Hacienda Place. You can see from the video the victim was walking when a silver or gray car pulls up next to him. 4 suspects quickly jump out. One is holding a gun, another a crowbar. They chase the male victim and force him to the ground. We're told they took his watch, wedding ring, and a bracelet. The suspects then jump back in the car and drive off. They were last seen turning east on Fountain Avenue. According to one witness, it didn't appear the suspects were following this victim. They might have just seen him on the street and took immediate action. We do know that the West Hollywood Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene, called them not too long ago for an update. They don't have anything at this point. We spoke to a neighbor and he was very surprised when he heard what happened.
I had no idea. Just saw the videotape, so that was really surprising. I thought it was going to be a little bit more dangerous here, but I didn't think this area was going to be dangerous. I thought it would be one of the safer neighborhoods. So I will be cautious about walking at 6 p.m. in the afternoon around here.
And we're told the victim was not injured, thankfully. So yet to hear if those suspects have been found. And of course, this investigation is ongoing. Reporting.
So what you telling me is that we are at a point in life where over in West Hollywood, you can't walk down the street. Now, again, I told y'all that I've already been paying attention heavily because I've been really focusing on the areas that probably need the most visibility, like Oakland and stuff like that. But over in West Hollywood, which obviously this looks like a really good neighborhood and a really good area, you can't walk down the street in broad daylight at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon without robbers and jump out boys in all black riding around just watching people walk by. And then they'll jump out and they'll completely rob you and take you for everything that you got. This is out of control. This is truly out of control. I would love to see the California governor get this under control before he hands this over to a Katie Porter, who is exponentially worse in California. And it's really bad because, you know, when I went over to Hollywood, West Hollywood, and all of those different areas, obviously, you know, it's Los Angeles over there and a bunch of different spots, which my favorite place actually to be is probably either in Newport Beach or head all the way over to San Diego. But when I drove through Hollywood, and if you just walk down different places over on Hollywood Boulevard, or you go over to West Hollywood into the neighborhoods, it's not safe, bro. It truly isn't safe. It'll fool you because you'll see the palm trees and the shrubbery. But then if you go over to LA, obviously you got Skid Row and you know what I'm saying? You're going to see a bunch of homelessness and stuff like that. And then over in the neighborhoods, it'll actually fool you because you'll see places that cost $1 million. They don't even look like anything. And then on top of that, not only does it not look like anything, but sometimes it'll be bars on the windows. And it's like the hood. You'll see places that cost $700,000, $800,000, $900,000. And it's the hood. It's the hood, bro. LA or actually parts of California is some of the weirdest places that I've ever seen in my entire life. And we know that the police is understaffed. We know that most of those cities over there is running a budget deficit. We know that a lot of these mayors and these legislators are basically running the city into the ground. And these people are not safe. You're not even safe in your own neighborhoods. And you know what the worst part about it is that in these places, they pay the most taxes of anywhere, and they don't even have adequate police staffing because they fumbled the money, fumbled the funds, and the only thing that you really have to look forward to is high taxes and good weather. I will give it that. They do have good weather. But it's crazy because these guys, we call it the jump out boys, you know what I'm saying, the police. Because when they pulled you over, they would be jumping out the car and they would, be searching the car. The jump out boys is really the criminals now.
Hey, good morning to both of you. Yes, the Sheriff's Department with deputies just arrived here on scene. I was trying to get some information out of them, but they have nothing new to report and to update us. But you guys, we do have...
Trust me, on all of these liberal cities, you know what the sentiment is going to be? Hey, listen, but crime is down. Violent crime is down. Don't worry about it. If nobody died, then that means it wasn't violent. We're not even going to go after the suspects and the perpetrators.
That poor victim who was robbed yesterday at gunpoint joining us right now. His name is Abram. So just first and foremost, how are you doing? I mean, we've seen the video. It is crazy. It is wild. And it happened during broad daylight.
Yeah, I mean, it was as bright as today. It was shocking. It still hasn't hit me. I think I'm still in shock. But I'm okay, and that's all that matters. They got jewelry, and I'm safe. That's all that matters. I have no words but that.
So walk us through what happened. We have some video showing us. Surveillance video captured the entire incident. So you're just walk us through what was happening and when it all started.
Yeah, I parked the car and I got out of the car, and within moments, I heard something behind me and I turned around and I just saw someone pointing a gun at me, and they were just saying, "Give me your things, give me your things." And I assume they didn't know what I had because they were asking for anything specific. I threw my phone and keys and kind of fell backwards, and as they pushed me down, and they were just feeling my body, asking me for things, and kind of taking things, and so I just kind of told them that was it. I gave them everything, and that was pretty much it.
They grabbed your stuff and then they drove off.
Yeah, ripped my necklace off, ripped my neck bracelets off, took my wedding ring, and my watch. Yeah. So.
Are you comfortable telling us the estimated value of all that, because we weren't sure exactly how much they took?
All in value is probably around just shy of $12,000. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think I was targeted because nothing that I had was really visible. So I think it was just something random.
You think they just saw you on the street?
I would assume that the majority of it was probably his watch. You know what I'm saying? If he had on a decent watch, that probably cost him. But more importantly, the problem is that you got these jump out guys that's jumping out the car and just robbing people.
They took advantage of the opportunity, you being by yourself, and decided to.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Now walk us through when you saw guns pointed at you. I mean, that had to be terrifying.
Yeah, I couldn't even, honestly, it was not even real. And it happened so quickly that there was a gentleman who was there, kind of shocked as well, and he just kept asking me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was just walking in circles. I didn't have my phone either because they had taken my phone. And then realizing afterwards they did drop my phone, and I had my phone. I luckily was sitting on my wallet, so they weren't able to get that. So I had my wallet, thankfully, and they left my phone. So yeah, I was walking in circles, kind of like not even. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah,
These were rookie criminals. These were rookies. They haven't graduated yet, but they'll get there. Eventually they'll get there. But I guess the point is that it's just getting more and more dangerous, and places that used to be tourist destinations, that used to be places that you figured that you would be safe. Now it's an expanding network, a spider web, a network of crime and criminal activity in any place that the police department is having problems, that's become super liberal, and that they've, traditionally protected criminals. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I'll let you guys later. Peace.